Hello, you beautiful people. My name is PhotonMo, and welcome to Autonauts. This game I have been waiting for a release for it for quite a while now, but it is officially released, and now we can play it. The full version of the game, Phase 1, the Agricultural Revolution. I'm freaking ready for this. This is going to be awesome. So I'm going to start a new game. This game is adorable as hell. We're going to colonize, because that's what I want to do. And we are going to... I don't really like the seed. Let's get a new seed. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And I'm thinking I'm going to spawn in right here. That's what I like. You know what, right there. Kind of near the... right there. That's what I like. Alright, perfect. We're gonna go for my YouTube playthrough so I can keep these organized much easier. And we're gonna turn the tutorial off because I know how to play. And this is just a little game that has been described as a combination between Factorio and what's the other game? I don't know, but anyway, I like it. That's the thing. It's top downy. You click to move. There's no way to move using WASD. It just moves the camera, which I like because I can play one-handed, which is super awesome. But basically, this is it. This is a little world. You can explore it just by running around and opening new areas. There is a little bit of fog of war. There's a cow and a sheep. Oh, yes, adorable. So they're just going to sit up top and eat grass. They're actually not too important for gameplay just yet. In fact, I don't quite know what they do because I haven't gotten to that part. I just started out a little bit of personal playthrough, and I didn't really get much going. I just kind of did a basic start. But here we are. This is our lovely little world. I am quite near the edge, actually, but it is a large world that you can colonize and have access to, which is super awesome. And yeah, we have access to everything, but we have to start relatively small. So what we have to do is we've got a couple plans that we have to fulfill, and that is in our... Hello? Oh, that took a little bit to open. That was strange. We have to finish the first forestry, which is 3 trees, 3 soil dug, and 3 tree seed planted. Actually took me a long time to complete that because I didn't do it the standard way, but that's okay. We need to start with a couple little basic things first, and that is, how do I close this menu? Escape, of course. Okay, so I'm probably going to end up just going and clicking that X every time. So I could play one-handed mostly. So this needs a log and 2 sticks, or 2 logs and 2 sticks. So we're going to run over here, go grab a log, and bring it over here, and place it on the workbench so that we can build ourselves a crude workbench. So now we just go collect our sticks. You can only carry 1 log at a time, but you can carry multiple sticks at a time. And when you complete, you jump on it, and you've crafted yourself a crude workbench. So we are going to need ourselves a stone axe, which is a stone and a stick. So we just collect those up, and then we do our cute little jumps, and we have crafted ourselves a crude axe. So as you can tell down here, all I could carry is 1 crude axe, and I can only carry 1 thing at a time. I do like the limited inventory system because it forces you to use the mechanics of the game, such as creating an effective storage system, using the little robots to make sure your storage system works, have them craft everything for you because it takes forever for you to craft. It's really well balanced. I'm a huge fan of it. But let's come over here and start chopping ourselves down a little tree. So there we go. We are chopping down some trees. And that is super awesome because we could just run around and chop down trees and get all that done. And we are collecting ourselves a bunch of wood. So we can do all of this manually and chop it all down and use it to make stuff like little storage areas and storage stuff, and colonizing, so we can add a colonist seed and fill it with food, and colonist seed dispensing and stuff like that. All sorts of things that I haven't even touched yet. We could do all that manually, but that's the boring way to do it. Why do all the work yourself when you can have little robots do it for you? So I'm gonna build a workshop up here. That requires 2 logs and 3 planks. So the logs are pretty easy to get. I've already got several, and you know how that goes. So let's just grab the logs, put it there. But I don't have any planks, so how do I get those? Well, that's pretty easy. You just take a log and you process it with an axe. So that's easy to do. I can just grab some planks and drop them over here. So now I've got some planks. You get 2 planks from a log, yada yada yada. That's how it goes. So now I've built myself a little bot assembly unit. I could build basic bots out of this. You can upgrade them, make them better later as you go on, but right now I just need my little simple basic bots. So that is what I am going to progress into. So I need a log, 3 planks, a pole, and 1 tree seed. Tree seeds just right there, they drop from chopped down trees. So I'm gonna get to work on getting myself a little basic bot, which will be real nice. And so what I need to do is I need to make myself enough planks, and then if you chop up planks you get poles. Super simple. So let's move everything over here and get ourselves our first basic bot. So I need 3 planks, I believe. Yep, as you do. So come on, grab the plank. Whatever, I'll grab this plank over here. And I love how everything stacks up. If it's on the same space, no matter what it is, it'll stack up. And it can stack up really high up past the top of the screen. So it's super awesome. I love the design in this game. And there we go. We have a little basic bot. Bot Mark 1. We've got a big old list here. That'll become important once we have tens or even hundreds of bots. I don't know how far this game goes. But we can get this bot to do some work for us, which is super awesome. So what we're going to do is we are going to wind this bot up, because it is obviously clockwork powered. We don't have any battery power, so we have to wind it up. And then we're going to pick it up and go plonk him down over here. You're welcome. And so there's no way to program bots with advanced programming quite yet. So what we have to do is we just have to show them what they're supposed to be doing. Of course, there's just piles of dung up there. So we just have to tell them to watch, and then we go do what we want them to do. So you'll notice that they have memory up here, and it's relatively limited for the bots as of yet. So until we get more advanced bots with more memory, they can't really do much. So I'm just gonna have this one find a tree and chop it down. So I'm gonna tell them, find a tree in this area, move to it, and use the item you're holding. So that's it. That's all it's gonna do. I've actually tried to get bots to do multiple things, but I couldn't fudge it together to get them to do it quite properly with the memory limits that we have set with the basic bots, which is really infuriating. I tried to fudge it together and they have it so that it's just so close. They can barely do normal tasks, but they can't quite do advanced tasks, and it's really frustrating. So what I did was I just put a loop in, and it'll just constantly find a tree, move to a tree, and chop it down. So I'm gonna set him off to going. So he's gonna go find a tree. He's gonna get really frustrated because he doesn't have an axe. So I have to give him an axe. So there we go. So I'm gonna name him the Tree Feller. So that's my bot, my little tree feller. So since that axe is a little low on health, I'm actually gonna go make him a new one right now, just because he's gonna run out of durability on that axe pretty soon. But he's gonna go around chopping down trees, which is gonna be super helpful for me to make more bots. So I now no longer have to chop down trees for him. I am gonna make a third axe just because I also need an axe for tree processing, so I still have to make planks and poles and stuff. So I need my own axe. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make myself a few more bots, because I'm gonna need a bot to replant the trees, because the trees don't regrow, they don't grow back. So the tree stumps just kind of chill there, and it's just gonna become a mess of logs, and nothing's gonna happen. So, oh, there's a bird in there. That's so adorable. But they're not gonna grow back. So eventually, he's gonna fell all the trees, and then there's gonna be nothing for him to do, which becomes frustrating. So we need another bot to replant trees, and that's actually gonna take 2 bots. So let's see. As I had assumed, he ran out of the axe real quick, so I just go toss him a new one. Adorable little touch, and he'll be good. So let's start making 2 more bots. So that's gonna require a few more planks and a few more logs. So I'm just gonna chop up a bunch of planks, get them all ready. I didn't mean to chop up that plank, but that's okay. I will just have more poles, which works out. And there we go. So now I've got myself plenty of planks, and let's just begin providing the materials for yet another bot. So we're gonna take steps over here, grab planks, and then shove them on, and we're gonna make ourselves some basic bots. Yeah, look at his little widget spinning. I love it. There's so many adorable touches in this game, in both the art design and just the animations and the way the world works together. It just fits amazingly. I really love how well this game ties together. Alright, perfect. I've made myself 2 bots, so now I am going to need a shovel for one of the bots, because what we have to do is we have to go around and dig holes, and then we're gonna have to go around and fill those holes with tree seeds. So we need 1 bot that has a shovel. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna come over here, and then we're gonna teach him how to go around and dig up some holes. So let's run over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him pay attention, and he's going to go find the nearest soil and just dig. Just like that. And that's all he's going to do. And he's going to repeat that forever. So his name is the Hole Digger. And that's it. That's all he's going to do. So I'm going to give him a shovel. No. Where did my shovel go? Pause. There we go. I accidentally placed it on, so we also actually need to edit this area, because I want a little bit bigger area than just this. Finish digging your hole. Alright, perfect. So I need to make sure that this area is about the same spot as the tree feller. Perfect. And so now he's gonna run around and just dig some holes. Like a good little bot. I'm gonna recharge my tree feller. Alright, and so now he's digging holes. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this bot right here. And he's gonna do a couple of things. So he's actually gonna be the most complicated bot I have currently. And that's for a couple reasons. That's because he is the tree planter. And what he's going to do is he is going to find the nearest tree seed, and then he's going to find the nearest hole and bury the tree seed. And he's going to repeat that forever. And so what we need to make sure he's doing that within this area, and then we need to make sure he's also finding the holes within the same area ish. There's holes out here, so I overlapped them a little bit. Again, not gonna matter too much when we upgrade our bots and everything. So as you can tell, this guy's just sitting around since he has no more trees to chop. That's why we're planting them. So now we've got all our bots going. We've finally got a little circle of life for the trees, and we have started forestry. So we have unlocked a couple things by completing the first mission. So I get a commemorative slab, which is adorable, and we unlock a chopping block and a bunch more missions, which is super awesome. So we're gonna complete those plans nicely over time. And so our little bots are going along. We have unlocked a chopping block. That's super nice because that means now the robots can do the processing. So we can start a lumberyard and automate the production of wood, which is super awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just explore these areas real quick, just to open up my access to the world a bit more so I don't feel quite so cramped. And then what we're going to do is we're going to design a little lumberyard over here. So what I'm gonna want is I'm gonna want 2 chopping blocks side by side, and I'm going to want a storage area for poles, planks, and logs. And so those are all right there. And so this is going to be our nice little lumberyard. Basically what's going to happen is I'm going to have a robot collecting all the logs, and he's going to store them there. And then I'm going to have a robot grabbing logs, chopping them up into planks, putting them there. I'm going to have a robot grabbing planks, chopping them into poles, and putting them in there. And everything. And that'll be a nice little lumberyard setup. I'm also going to need one of these for tree seeds. So we're going to shove tree seeds in there, and we are also going to need another little storage bin on this side for the storage of sticks, just for the fun of it. So I'm going to run over here and wind up this robot once again, and I think I'm going to end this here. So this has been Autonauts episode 1. Just starting out. We've got our own little forestry thing going, and I am loving it. I absolutely adore this game. It is just the cutest thing ever, and it really aligns super well with my interests. So if you guys liked what you saw, let me know down in the comments. Maybe give me a like. That also helps out a ton. And this has been Photon Mote with Autonauts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.